Hey kids, you're about to listen to a comedy podcast. That means that none of this is medical advice. If you need medical advice or medical care, please contact your doctor.
Welcome to the Jock podcast, powered by Koala Cola. And yes, Koala Cola does taste just like Down Under.
Yes.
And no, it's not made with koala parts. Have you ever even tried Koala Cola? Have you tried it? No, of course you haven't, because if you did, you'd know it tastes just like Down Under. So what the are we even talking about koala parts for? How many times do we need to say it? There's no koala in the soda.
Hello, and welcome to the Jock podcast, part of the Koala Cola Network, where we discuss fitness and health and how to incorporate our modern understanding of science and medicine into our daily lives, but without it being so boring. I'm your host, drlennonsmith.com. And I'm Crampy Koala Cola. Okay. I would like to begin by apologizing to our listeners. We've received some feedback about the excessive amount of technical medical terms that I've been using, such as endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography and scissors sizzle thistle sizzle. So I will try to temper my terminology to a simpler one in the future. Here to help with that is our producer Cameron.
Hey, Dr. London, and I want to remind everyone, I feel like we always forget to mention this, but today is our special Seattle-themed episode. Every single episode we've done is based on a special location around the world.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, we kind of go to the ends of the earth for this. I mean, we're recording at the tip of the Space Needle right now.
Yeah, and it's tough because we have balanced the whole table on top of it. And
it's awful. It sucks.
Yeah,
it's
there's
terrible.
A lot of. I'm so glad it's not that windy today. That was the big fear for me.
I was listening back to some older episodes recently, and I was like, we didn't even mention that we were like hanging under the arch in St. Louis.
You sure we didn't?
I listened to the whole thing, didn't even mention it. And I'm like, we're spending so much money on this travel and setup thing.
I could have sworn we mentioned it, because that one especially, because you fell. We lost you for most of the episode.
Yeah. But no, it's not even, it's just sort of skipped over. So DJ Dylan, if we do reference our special themed location, make sure to keep it in this time.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe, and I don't want to blame DJ Dylan, but maybe the audio was bad for that part.
Yeah, maybe so.
That could have happened. Okay, so
when we were deep in the jungle and there was definitely a lot of things growling at us, I can understand wanting to cut that out. I'm sure that affects like the acoustics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a thing. I mean, I'm also thinking of the time whenever we went storm chasing also, like in the hurricanes and the
northern
wind.
Russia.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so all of these issues have come up, and so I do see. I'm not an audio engineer. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a technical guy, but
yeah.
You're hopefully
producer,
this makes it in the show with special Seattle themed episode. We're all eating sushi. And that's it.
Yeah, and there's rain sometimes. I mean,
yeah,
it's a lot of rain.
Well, and also, Bill Gates, he gave me this cool microchip that he said to just go ahead and inject it into my hand, and so I'm going to do that.
Yeah, and you were saying that you got the vaccine a long while back. This is just a microchip.
Oh, this is by itself. Yeah.
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 So yeah,
it's a QR code, and when you scan it, it takes you right to msn.com. Not Bing. We're still trying to figure out that technology, but right now it's like an NFC chip, and you tap your phone, boom, you're right there on MSN.
And it's great because you'd think that would be such a waste of money to just put only that on a microchip, but
chips are so cheap these days.
That's right. Yeah, and inject.
It is cheaper to do that than to waste my time going to my browser, clicking the address bar, and typing in msn.com.
Yeah. So, I mean, great that we found a cost-effective way to do that.
Just for the Seattle theme.
So that's our producer, Cameron. Also with us is Digital in the House.
I know you don't remember me, but I remember you. Just because you say it confidently doesn't make it true. I'm not gonna change anytime can rearrange and make some make some room. I could rearrange and make some room. I could rearrange and make some room. I could rearrange and make some room.
And later, Cameron tells that we can expect a special guest. Wow.
That's right, Dr. London.
Yeah, so look forward to that. But before we move on, I would like to address a bit of listener feedback. So this note comes from one lucky drinker of Koala Cola who collected enough exploded Koala Cola can shrapnel to win a bit of free medical advice. So the note reads, quote, "Have you seen my pet cat Chunkles? It swallowed my sister's hamster, and we need the hamster back for legal reasons." End quote. So first of all, thank you to this listener for reaching out to us through the Koala Cola can shrapnel. So we love to hear back from our listeners. To answer your question, I don't think I've seen your cat, Chunkles.
Nope.
Cameron, have you seen a cat that I guess recently ate someone's sister's hamster? Because the hamster's what they need.
Yeah, I'm trying to think through the cats that I've seen eat things recently. Let's see, there's that one. It's just cat food. That's all I'm coming up with.
Yeah, so not even mice.
Let me think. Let's see. What are there mice that are tiny little brown pellets that come in a bag?
No, I think that is cat food. No,
Okay,
but good.
yeah, then I'm
good
gonna
get.
default back to that then.
Or fecal matter. Okay. So
In a bag?
I may, some people scoop out the litter box and then put it in a bag. So I'm not sure if it was trash kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can look into that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So to this listener, Cameron's going to look into it. So thank you for reaching out.
And I do think we should clarify here is that people are talking about missing cats, or dead hamsters or cats or whatever. There is no koala in Koala Cola. I feel like someone might make that connection and might try to twist our words to mean something that it doesn't.
It tastes just like Down Under.
It tastes
Thank
just
you.
like Down
Yes,
Under. That
that's
is
right.
the famous motto of Koala Cola. There is no koala in Koala Cola. I feel like anytime we bring up like animals eating other animals,
Yeah,
something eating an animal, we need to like
It's good to clarify.
clarify
No,
that, yeah.
legally we're obligated
because
to.
so
I'm
many people keep saying it.
I'm sorry I missed it. Yeah, and it's great to clarify. All right, and
Well,
sorry,
and also like just because there's one specific sort of triangular area where all these koalas go missing doesn't mean that they're being taken to a manufacturing plant and kind of squeezed into a soda.
no, it's climate
Right?
change.
I mean, look
Climate
at
change.
and it's climate change. One, also Bermuda Triangle, right? It's not
Mm.
like anyone was putting like Amelia Earhart into a soda. It was just
to my
magic.
knowledge.
It's just magic in that triangle that makes them disappear. Just probably like these koalas.
And I just realized something that maybe I should clarify for our listeners.
Yeah.
So Crampy Koala Cola's voice might sound a little bit different this week, and that's because last week there was a spokesperson for that went by the name Crampy Koala Cola, and they kept saying some false things about the ingredients, about the treatment of koalas involved in the Koala Cola process. So we just want to clarify. We got this new spokesman who's same name, same flavor. Just doesn't say wrong things so much. So that's
Exactly.
But it's
And cancel culture.
Yes.
Right?
Cancel culture. All right. Now for today's medical topic, alcoholic liver disease. Alcoholic liver disease is a chronic lung condition caused by chronic intake of excessive amounts of alcohol. In the short term, the liver, just becomes fatty. You've heard of fatty liver. This fatty liver tends to result from binge drinking.
I feel like that's very presumptuous that I've heard of fatty liver. You don't know what I've heard of and what I'm sort of invested in or interested in or spending my time in.
Okay, well, have you heard of it?
No, but I feel like I can assume what it is.
Yeah, it's
just like a fat liver, right?
Yeah, well, it's fatty. It's got more fat than...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is like the thing where they force feed ducks, right? And then it makes their liver fatty and then we eat it.
That's actually very comparable to non-alcoholic steatohepatitis.
Oh.
There's a fatty version where it's just people taking a lot of fat, and then it kills the liver.
And that would probably mostly affect people who have a feeding tube of sort of fatty corn-based material being shoved down their throat for hours a day, huh?
Are you... Okay, yeah, I feel like you're referring to a movie or something there. Like
no, that's what they do with the ducks.
Okay, yes, with the ducks. In any case, so this is from alcohol as opposed to that. And for that diagnosis, which we'll cover, you actually have to rule out the alcohol aspect. But this comes from drinking, at least 4 or 5 servings of alcohol within a 2-hour period with binge drinking and doing that over and over and sort of the long term. Cirrhosis of the liver occurs when you maintain excessive drinking habits chronically over time, and 15 to 20% of heavy drinkers develop alcoholic cirrhosis. So cirrhosis...
And this is a drinking game? It's like the first one to get this is like a power hour, and it's like the first one to get this wins it without throwing up or whatever?
It's not an hour. No, it's very long term. I wouldn't recommend this drinking game.
So it's like a hardcore power hour then, huh?
In a sense, yeah, but I would say the rewards for it aren't good. So so the rewards for it, what cirrhosis, it's a chronic liver disease characterized by fibrosis. So it's like your liver having so many scars from injuries that the formerly functioning part of the liver is just scars. So it cannot do its normal job. Some of these jobs include making coagulation factors that keep you from bleeding out, as well as making proteins like albumin and the conversion of hormones like estrogen.
Okay, so you're saying it's less about who gets this first. It's more about whoever has the most visible scars that is sort of the winner of this drinking game.
If you're trying to...
And it's just called the fatty liver game?
No, this is alcoholic liver disease.
Alcoholic
cirrhosis.
liver disease game. Cirrhosis game.
I don't know that it's... So if you wanted to make it a game, which I would not recommend...
Cirrhosis? I feel like that's a better name. This is a fun game called Cirrhosis, and you just keep... I mean, if you want to attach a specific liquor to it, you can too, if you want it to be like Fireball or something. Okay,
so, and I wouldn't recommend getting this. This is actually bad. So another issue is that blood from your digestive tract that normally flows to the liver, when the liver is cirrhosed, less blood can get through, so the blood backs up and increases blood pressure between the digestive tract and the liver, and that's known as portal hypertension. So this causes swelling in the abdomen and spleen and in certain blood vessels, including the ones in the throat, and that causes esophageal varices. So it's the blood vessels in your throat just swelling up. So those can burst and cause bloody vomit or black stool.
Just like in a power hour?
Yeah, I feel like you don't want this. So it's... It can also cause hepatic encephalopathy from a buildup of toxins in the brain that the liver normally would detoxify or remove. And so the patients with hepatic encephalopathy can have decreased mental function or confusion. They can have a flapping tremor with their hands called asterixis. They can have rigidity, hyperreflexia, fetor hepaticus, and that's a musty odor of breath. Clinically, these patients, they could have all those things, but they could also have no noticeable findings early in the disease. Others may have that bleeding in the throat that I mentioned, and that's the most life-threatening complication of the portal hypertension. Treatment includes treating the underlying disease, so abstaining from alcohol is an obvious option.
I think just like Gatorade or Pedialyte, like the morning after, you know what I mean? You're talking about like a cure for a hangover. I would say do that and then make some like, I don't know, biscuits and gravy with sausage, something like real just good and fatty.
Okay, so, and once again, this is chronic. I think you're talking a little bit more about a acute. And even so, in acute disease, so if varices are present, the first step is to stabilize the patient with IV fluids if they are hemodynamically unstable. Once stabilized, emergent upper GI endoscopy is performed for diagnosis and to treat the hemorrhage, either with variceal ligation or sclerotherapy. IV octreotide can help in the acute setting, and to prevent recurrence, you can use non-selective beta blockers like propranolol, timolol, and nadolol. For the hepatic encephalopathy, that's the part where the brain gets filled with toxins. They can be given lactulose to prevent the absorption of ammonia. They can be given rifaximin, which is an antibiotic that kills bowel flora, and so it decreases the ammonia production by intestinal bacteria.
And just because you're not in college anymore doesn't mean that you can't do these kind of drinking games. This is one thing, I think people, once they get too old, they sort of settle into a pattern of not just being kids anymore, you know what I mean? Not having fun.
Well,
and so I encourage you, if you're 40 years old, listen to this, 50, 60, 70 years old, let's get some Cirrhosis going. Go down to the liquor store. Let's pump this up.
Okay. So other complications, and we're nearly done with explaining what I see as a pretty bad disease and what you see as a game.
And if you're sober from liquor, then wine or beer works great too. You just have to do larger quantities.
Okay, so other complications include hepatorenal syndrome. That's treated with octreotide and midodrine. You can have hepatopulmonary syndrome. That's characterized by orthodeoxia, or that's hypoxia when you're sitting upright. They can have spontaneous bacterial peritonitis, hyperestronism, blood clots, and hepatocellular carcinoma. Ultimately, once the liver becomes cirrhosed, the cure is a liver transplant. And you can't get one of those unless you're abstaining from alcohol for more than 6 months. Everyone with cirrhosis should get an ultrasound every 6 months to screen for cancer, because of course that irritation, that cirrhosis and fibrosis can cause cancer.
But again, just Pedialyte the morning after. I feel like that's gonna like really get you up and going again.
Okay.
Or just chill out, you know what I mean? Just like have a day to yourself on the couch and just watch TV, you know?
Yeah, well, we can go ahead and move on from there if that's, I feel like any advice you give here is really not going to be good for the listener.
Well, you
in the long term.
You think that there's not enough like rules in the game, because right now it sounds like it's just you just drink until you get this disease. You think there maybe should be like, so then what if before they drink, they've got to take like the little crown off the cup, kind of like in King's Cup.
Yeah, I feel like,
or just we'll just add the thumb thing. Like if someone puts their thumb on the table, everyone has to do it real quick. So you just do that. You keep doing shots until you get this disease, and then I think that'll be good.
Okay, and that's Cameron's opinion. I want to remind our listeners that Cameron is not a medical professional per se. He's a producer. So
more of a medical guru.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can move on from there.
Say I'm a guru.
He's a guru. Okay.
Thank you.
That's not. You said that we have a special guest today. Is that right?
That's right, Dr. London. But here's the thing, though, is that I don't know who it is. The person is their publicist called us,
right?
But like they weren't willing to tell us like who the guest was. So
Did
they're
you yell at them?
They're hiding right behind that door.
Okay. Do you want to?
No.
Okay. Oh. All right. So I'll pull the door string. Okay.
Yeah. You do it.
Yeah, okay. Hello there. My name is Dr. LondonSmith.com, and this is our producer, Cameron. What was your name?
Hey, baby, it's Donald Glover. How y'all doing?
Oh.
How am I doing?
How is London doing? Yeah, I guess
this
probably
addressed
wasn't
to me.
directed to me.
Yeah.
How are you doing? I would say the deepness of your V-neck right now, Dr. London scrubs have a very, very deep V right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it's showing
yeah.
showing a very confident, positive attitude.
Yeah. It's just my style to.
Well, we can add. Donald, you're sort of a fashion expert yourself. Like, you're known for your style. I mean, what do you think of Dr. London's extremely deep V'd scrubs?
I do like that V-neck, but, you know, I got different sides of my personality. Like, me, Donald, you know, I just like to dress like, you know, like kind of like Kanye on the College Dropout album.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, Childish Gambino, he don't wear shirts ever.
Oh, no, because you got to show...
So, like, London's like a mix.
Okay, so I guess maybe a compromise would be, Dr. London, could you do sort of a crop top? Like, maybe cut your scrubs in half so you're showing a little bit of your abs?
You're saying that I should, because his fashion preference is different, that I should go ahead and take out these scissors. You're handing me the scissors and just make this into a crop top right now?
Yeah, I mean, Donald's making a great point. You've got these different personalities in the same way that, I mean, Donald, it sounds like you sort of compartmentalize you as Donald and also Childish Gambino. And in the
it's two sides, baby. Yeah.
Two sides. In the same way, we've got Dr. London, the kind of dog napper and just scoundrel, and also Dr. London, the podcasting doctor.
Okay, so... And I want to bring up, you know, something here, because I know you're talking as if all of our listeners will know who this is. You know, I only recently heard about there's a TV show called Community. I recently heard about it, and
recently.
Yeah, it was
Dr. London is not allowed to watch a lot of television.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to listen to any music. So
no.
It's
his mom gets really mad, and so he has to like stay up super late and sort of like sneak in the living room to watch it.
Like hog the TV. Wow, Dr. London, I didn't know you was listening like that. I mean, I'm Donald Glover. I was on Community, and I got my own show. It's called Atlantis on FX. We won a lot of Emmys,
Atlantis,
a lot of other awards too.
Okay, so you're based on, so you got like an aquatic feel. It's a
not quite not Atlantis like the Disney cartoon. Atlanta. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
well, I mean, you're also you're skipping over. You were in an extremely huge Disney cartoon very recently. You played Simba and the Lion King.
Yeah, but I just did that for the check. I wasn't.
Oh wow,
really
you hate your role in the Lion King. That's huge. This is exclusive information. I love this.
I'm just surprised.
Let's be honest. It's not very good.
It sucked. It was awful. But to hear you say that makes me feel so good on our podcast. I love that so much. Dr. Lennon, were you saying something?
Yeah, just my only exposure to you, Mr. Glover, is... So I saw one clip from the show Community, and it was the one where you and another character were singing about Christmas, or I guess rapping about Christmas. And so I'm just, and I have to assume that like at least 3/4 of our audience, all the aspiring, we're marketed towards 6-year-old children, but they're all aspiring medical students. So that's the audience that I'm expecting. So I don't know if they're going to be familiar with the rest of your work. So if we could focus maybe on just, at least for the moment, the thing that all of us will know about, which is you singing about Christmas. And
right, you're saying that our audience of children wouldn't recognize Donald from something like, say, The Lion King, but maybe the Christmas rapping episode.
Not the episode, the clip.
Just the right. When I said you stay up really late and you sneak into the living room to watch TV so your mom doesn't know, I really meant you sneak into the living room to watch YouTube videos.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
just like when you were a kid, just sneak into the living room and you flip on the YouTube videos and it's showing you a 30-second Community clip from 11 years ago.
Yeah. Well, because normally it's all, suturing techniques or, looking at whatever surgeries. And that's kind of fun. And so this one came up on my feed because I guess it's related. So
I don't understand what we're talking about.
So
Donald, why are you here? You're this gigantic star. Why? And you under such secrecy. I mean, your publicist just told us that it was someone very special. We had no idea it was you.
Well, I didn't want the block to be too hot. I just wanted it to be like a little surprise, just for us.
Wow.
I happened to come across your podcast. It was on Spotify Recommends. It comes very highly recommended, and I listened to it, and I was like, I gotta be on that.
Wow.
Okay.
This is, I mean, again, you are pretty famous for being sort of like averse, like sort of not into the marketing interviews kind of aspect of thing. And so for you to just pop onto this podcast means so much to me, Donald. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tearing up here.
Hey, you're welcome, baby. Sometimes I just want to talk. This isn't really a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to market anything. I just want to
I
talk.
just want to learn medicine.
some
is what I'm,
strangers,
what I'm assuming here. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so, yeah, so, and I'm trying to think of a way to tie medicine into the Christmas wrap.
Right, you're fixated on the Christmas wrap.
Well, it's all
because it's the only thing that you and everyone will know. Yeah.
I gotta disclose that I don't remember the rap really well, cause I filmed that like I was barely out of NYU when I filmed that show, but we could do whatever you want, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so not that.
I imagine it's mostly just talking about Christmas. I don't think there's anything even like I'm not even sure there's an angle on it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since I watched it as well. So what I remember of it was something about.
And this is what you want to talk about with the only A-list celebrity we've ever had on this show.
That's not true. We did
have George Jar Jar Martin. Yeah.
I was gonna say Jason Otier, the famous pop star.
Oh, right. We did have, and he's more of an A plus star. No offense, Donald.
He was, of course, the one who was canceled and then released the album Apologize. But him I'm familiar with, oddly. But okay, so Donald, have you I guess here's what we can do. Since I and presumably most of our listeners only know about the one YouTube clip, what if we focus instead on your dreams and aspirations? Maybe I'm hoping they're within medicine, hoping it's something that we can, join in with you on. Maybe this is too presumptuous for me, but I'm thinking maybe, you have Atlantis. Maybe we have something like a medical tie-in. Like
Well, I'm an artist, so I'm like a doctor too, because I heal. Y'all heal people with medicine. I heal people with my art.
And that's very true. I bring up a lot of times how on this show how Dr. London's sort of a quack because he focuses so much on like the technical aspects of things. He's like, oh, does this chemical mix right with this other chemical to make this person feel better? But it's like he doesn't think about art. He doesn't think about comedy because comedy is also medicine. And you do both of those things. And you're shirtless. That's 3 things that you do.
Yeah.
And I thank you for putting Dr. London in his place like this.
I don't even mean it with any disrespect. And like,
it's okay to disrespect him. It's fine.
You did bring up the shirtless thing. I just want to say I love being shirtless because I don't even have like a banging physique. Like I don't look like Jason Derulo or The Rock or one of those. I'm just Donald. I like to eat pizza.
And I mean,
I work out like 2 times a week.
And to be honest, when you are wearing clothes, it's often very like thin, sheer, like kind of see-through clothes anyway. So you might as well be shirtless. I get it. And I'm going to take my shirt off. I think we should all take our shirts off.
Yes.
Well,
I'm going to do it.
Mr. Glover, I thought that you had your shirt off when you came in because you lost it. That's not the case.
Oh, no. I mean, I got a closet with shirts, when I go pick up an award or something because I win so many awards. But nah, I just like to be shirtless.
Okay, so Cameron,
Dr. London,
I mean, your V-neck is very deep, so I mean, you're kind of like halfway there. You might as well join me, baby.
And if you could just, my head is stuck taking my shirt off. If you could just handle this.
Yeah, you mean like tie it off so that it stays there?
Yeah,
Okay.
just go ahead and tie it off. Okay, so
Okay.
now I'm feeling a lot better.
Sort of wearing a mask now.
I mean, Donald, I want to thank you for hanging out with us now. So, I mean, this is a medical podcast, like we were talking about before. So, I do have to ask a question. Are you sick?
I mean, I'm sick, of what's going on in the world
Whoa.
and all the strife and the pandemic and all that stuff. But personally, no, I'm doing fine. I'm a celebrity, baby. I got top-notch care.
Wow. And see, this is why we don't need people like Dr. London in our lives. Because if everyone just had the attitude of, I'm going to become an A-list superstar, then we would all be taken care of. This is why I don't believe in universal health care. Because I just think that, like, if you just become extremely famous, then you'll be taken care of. It's motivation. And you're a big Yang guy, so you understand that.
Yes, but see, because, like, not everybody could do what I do. I don't want to be too mean about it, but not everybody could do what I do just because I'm so talented. Like, that, because I'm sucking up so much talent, that means there's not going to be enough talent to distribute to the rest of the world. So I gotta, like,
Right.
I'm taken care of, but I like Yang because he's like, here's $1,000. Make sure you're good.
Exactly.
If you can't get as much money as I can, he making sure everybody's taken care of. That's why Yang Gang, baby.
Okay, so I have one question that, this is kind of not exactly related to your career, but the fact that you're a celebrity, we've had this new sponsor, and I'm wondering, so we'll go walking down the street with, Crampy Cola Koala. I'm sure you've heard, and it's just the press, the paparazzi has been all over us, and like even before the sponsorship, just me, just because this podcast is obviously so huge, our Patreon's exploding. It's more than we can handle, really. So what we've been struggling with is the celebrity of it, because I guess one question is, do you have one of those masks that people put on to, like, go to a bar that, that makes you look normal, like not a celebrity?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm not very tall. Like, I don't look like I'm not like NBA tall. I'm just like regular height. And if I put a shirt on and I put some sunglasses on, people just think I'm another black guy. So I'm usually cool. Like, I don't got to get too crazy with the disguise. It's like, I wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller.
Right.
Then maybe I'd have to put on like a really elaborate disguise. Like, I really like Scooby-Doo. Maybe I would, like, put on a Scooby-Doo costume. No one would notice, like a 6'2" dog. But I, or maybe just wear a paper bag like a Jets fan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just really blend into the crowd like that,
Yeah.
But I do want to say you sort of list. I just looked up your height. You list your height at 5'9", but I don't want to blow up your spot here, and we can edit this out. But you're clearly more like 5'2". You're.
Next question. I don't want to discuss this. I don't like
I'm so sorry, DJ Dylan. Just go ahead and cut all that out. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, you better cut that out. I'm gonna have my agent reach out to you.
It says here that you're 5'9". I gotta say, you look more like 5'11" to me.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to be humble because, like, I'm already so rich and famous.
Yeah.
And I won so many awards. Like, it would suck to be 5'11" too. People would get very jealous. So I knocked it off 2 inches, and I was like,
Okay.
Wow.
5'9".
Yeah.
So one, I get. I'm sorry to go back to this, but because I know whenever I said that, I asked if you put on disguises when you go out, and you said sunglasses is fine. But you also really seem to emphasize the height aspect as if that would disguise. So I just, there's certain celebrities that are known for being shorter, like, say, Tom Cruise, very recognizable celebrity, but he's short, not tall, or he's, I guess, shorter than average. So for him, do you think if he just put on sunglasses, like, is that the entire trick, to just, if you're short enough?
Yes and no, because Tom Cruise has, like, the energy of, like, an older person, like your grandparents, but he looks like he's 25. So like, it just, his whole aura is confusing. So you just know it's him. Like I seen him on a lot before, and I'm just like, Tom, like we all know it's you, and I'm not joining Scientology. Stop asking me.
Okay, so he does disguise himself, but it doesn't do any good.
No,
because of his aura.
He's always dressed up. He's always dressed up, and he'll put like some aviators on, and I'm just like, bro, we know it's you.
Okay.
Can't wait for the next Mission Impossible movie, but and also stop the Scientology stuff. But whatever.
And you're sure it's him? You're positive that that's Tom Cruise that you're talking to whenever these moments happen.
It's like
is
a
it
feeling.
is it possible
know
it's
him.
it's just another like 5'2" man running around yelling at people about Scientology? There are a lot of those in Los Angeles.
Yes, but the problem is Tom, like he has grandpa energy, but his face looks like he was born in 1995.
Yeah.
That's what throws it off. Like if you get any whiff of the face, you're like, why is your skin not wrinkly? You're like, oh, that's Tom Cruise.
Why do you look like you're wearing the face of another man, essentially?
Yeah, well, just like the movie.
Exactly.
The little mask.
Well, I mean, Dr. Lund, does that get to the heart of your question?
I guess so. So for us, whenever I'm walking down the street, and
okay, that's what this is all about. Okay, so Dr. London is trying to figure out how to hide in the crowd so he's not hounded by the paparazzi all the time.
It's just constant.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you've told me don't wear the Jock podcast brand mask on my face. You told me don't do that with a logo, which I mean I can't not do that. So that's gonna happen.
Dr. London,
you could double mask, because you wear your Jock podcast mask and then you wear like a reusable mask too. And then boom.
Well, but I have to.
Oh, you're trying to advertise it.
Yeah, I have to advertise. So it's. I mean, granted, yes, our masks are the best quality there is.
Yeah.
It's it's they don't put it on the CDC website as much because the N95 masks are sort of the standard, but. The only reason they don't, put ours on the website is because the limited supply.
Well, and the N95s don't have a speaker in them that if someone is within 6 feet of you, it starts saying, get back, and ours does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty sophisticated.
Okay, you sound interested. We have them for sale.
I would love that. I told you I wasn't going to brand. I'd love to collab. Like I could sing it for you. Like, stay 6 feet back.
Yes.
Stay 6 feet back.
So
I could do an aggressive rap too. Hold on. I could do aggressive like, stay 6 feet back. Stay 6 feet back. Stay 6 feet back. Ooh. I'm trying to Gambino. I got different styles, baby.
Well, now I'm feeling so stupid because we already ordered 600,000 of these for they already have the chip in them with. It's not the Bill Gates chip. It's a different one.
It's just me saying, get back.
Yeah, and so
Stop
now I'm wondering,
it. Leave me alone.
Is there a way to rework these? Yeah, leave me alone was a lot of it's. The frustrating thing is that you did the programming, so I don't know how many of these, turned out saying which phrase. I feel like you just had
it's impossible to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of them are just grocery list.
Real quick, Dr. Linda, I gotta call you out. You say that you want to like hide in the crowd a little more, but you invite this attention a lot. I mean, even right now, you're dating the socialite Krampus Kardashian.
That's right.
I mean,
oh wow,
it's just that the Krampus Kardashian is gonna invite a lot of cameras taking pics of y'all.
Yeah, but so that's my personal life, and. Whenever I have feelings for someone, then are we gonna say that that's just a publicity stunt, or maybe do I actually have feelings for someone? That to me that's pretty unfair criticism. I don't choose what my heart wants.
Right.
My heart wants this person who's heavily associated with reality TV and very famous and
Krampus Kardashian.
Yeah, Krampus Kardashian. So it's.
I didn't know you was dating Krampus.
Yeah,
that's news to me. Y'all keep it on the down low.
No, it's been great. It's been great. There've been some family troubles.
Yeah, it does seem like publicity though, Dr. London. Like it.
No, I just
in the past when you've genuinely liked a girl, you can't talk to her because you're constantly like sort of vomiting.
That's right.
And you start crying. If she starts talking to you, you start crying.
Okay, well, first off, so the constant vomiting when you like someone, that's normal. Everyone has that.
Donald, do you experience that when you have a crush on someone? When you're hanging out with Janae Aiko and she is turning you down, is that...
Why, Cameron? Why you gotta bring that up like that?
I'm really sorry. DJ Dylan, cut that out. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know.
Hey, you've been a line stepper.
I'm a big fan, so it's just, you know, I sometimes I'm curious about behind the scenes, you know. But you've had heartbreak in your life, but you've also had a lot of love. Do you experience sort of what Dr. London experiences, like a lot of nervousness and excessive vomiting when you're into someone?
If you listen to my album, you know, Behind the Internet, that song 3005, that's about getting butterflies. No matter what you say, what you do, I don't want to remember you. Yeah, that was just
wow.
Honestly, that was me asking a girl out.
Yeah, and you know all the words to your songs, which is so cool. I love when artists just know all the words to their songs. I mean, so Dr. London, maybe you are a little more normal than I'm giving you credit for. But it just seems like publicity just because you're not throwing up as much as you usually do. You're still throwing up, like way too much. I really think as a doctor, you should be more interested in whatever's going on there.
It's just nerves. We all get this. And our listeners will, you know, I'm sure they'll back me up over Twitter and everything. Yeah. You know, letting me know, like, it's, you know, let's get a hashtag going.
If it's just nerds, then stop eating so many of those boxes of nerds before you go to bed.
No, it's a nerd before bed, a nerd before wake, and that's how
maybe they're talking about a nerd, like the little pebble, not an entire. We're talking about the movie theater boxes here.
Oh, wait! You are you eating nerds like humans, or are you talking about the candy? Because I need you to clarify. Because if you a cannibal, I gotta hop off this now.
Koala Cola contains no koalas.
Okay, Crampy, or what's our koala's name?
It's Crampy.
It's Crampy. That's so interesting. That our Crampy koala has a similar name to your girlfriend, Krampus Kardashian.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not that. It's just, you know.
Yeah, it's not really that interesting.
Latin and Greek root words, maybe, but I don't know. What were we saying
are you
about...
a cannibal? Is this like an army hammer thing? Is that his name?
Well, and you know, I hate to pivot from this, but for just a second, we do have to address, because it's a mention of ingredients, what's in something. So Koala Cola contains no koalas.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we do
have
to mention this because, like you said, the mention of what an ingredient is, we are obligated to mention. Koala Cola has only pure ingredients, nothing, you know, weird about it. I wouldn't look too closely at the ingredients, but just because it's so many words, it's like I don't even know what half this stuff means. But there's no koala in it. There can't be.
Yeah. And sorry. So anyway, to answer the question, I don't think I've eaten humans. I don't think I've practiced cannibalism.
Okay. And you are, when you're talking about eating a box of nerds, you are talking about the candy. I didn't expect.
You're not supposed to stutter on that.
Yeah,
that should be a straight. Yeah, wow.
I didn't expect sort of like a ooh. Should we just move on? I mean, I don't want to blow up your spot, Dr. London, and get you in trouble.
Yeah, it's just some. I don't know where it comes from, but yeah. So yeah, we can. I don't think it's that important. Is I guess what I'm getting at here. So what you were bringing up was you have this before bed, and is this making me vomit more? And I would say, no, that's just romance.
It's just, I don't know. And you're sweating so much lately. I don't know. I don't like any of this. I don't want to dig into this any further. I don't think.
Yeah, good. Because I mean, like I said, we're just, you know.
Is this a Krampus thing? Has she introduced you into this weird food that you've been eating? That you've been calling?
I hope not. I heard they Illuminati, so they might be into some weird stuff. Dr. London, speak for yourself, my bad.
I have a question about that. Donald, have you been invited into the Illuminati? You're a pretty big celebrity. I'd imagine they've at least
I turn them down every time.
So you have been invited. Okay.
You will know.
How do they invite you? Is it just you get a phone call or
Postcard?
Yeah, how do they reach out?
Y'all seen that movie, The Social Network?
Yeah.
From a distance.
They just slide it in under your door like with a little insignia, and that's it. And again, I live in like a gated community because I'm rich as hell.
Yeah.
They still find a way in, and they just whoop.
Okay.
You've been pinched for the Illuminati, and I'm like, my black ass will not be joining.
Did you?
Thank you very much.
But wait. So they give you a copy of The Social Network, and is this information in the movie? Like you've suddenly got Jesse Eisenberg like being like, "Hey, you're invited to the Illuminati."
Well, Jesse Eisenberg is in the Illuminati, just to confirm, but no. When they were doing, I didn't provide proper context. You know when they're doing like the social clubs. Like the Phoenix, like they pinch you, they slide the envelope with the invitation under your door.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. My mom told me about this.
They sneak into your house and they slide under your door. Yeah.
I was under the impression. Yeah. Okay. I get it now.
So actually, yeah. So and it's Facebook now, not the Facebook. That's been.
Is it Is it not the Facebook anymore?
Yeah. No, I think they recently made a change.
I just call it the hellhole personally.
Yeah.
The hellhole is a lot simpler.
Because Krampus.
You're not a social media guy, Donald. You don't post very much, and when you do, you usually delete it after a while. And
I don't need people hating on me.
Oh, so it's the haters that keeps you away. The haters make me brave. I love my haters.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all haven't met the right haters yet. When you get to my level, and don't worry, y'all are like on your little mission. Y'all are getting to my level, not quite there yet, but you're on your way. Once you get to my level, you gonna want to disengage from all that stuff.
From all the hate. So, okay, well, so that's another question. So whenever the haters come up and they approach you, first, I guess my first question is, how would you recognize a hater?
What are haters throwing at you? That's
because maybe we have encountered a hater and we aren't aware.
The real bad haters, because like if someone's just like, Jock podcast sucks, that ain't gonna hurt your feelings. You don't care, baby. Because y'all are popping.
Wait, who said that?
Cool. I don't care.
Did someone say that? Did someone say that our show sucks?
Okay, maybe y'all are a little more sensitive than I thought.
Who said?
We didn't.
Well, just like who
if I
who said
knew,
it?
we could have done something different if I knew.
Did they mean it like, were they comparing it to vacuums? And they're saying like, if it was a vacuum, then it'd actually be really good at doing that job.
It's what it's supposed to do.
Don't take them seriously. They probably like Grey's Anatomy fans or something. They don't matter.
I'm sorry.
Grey's Anatomy fans don't like us? Why don't Grey's Anatomy fans like us? That's the main demographic we're trying to appeal to.
Yeah, 6-year-old Grey's Anatomy
6-year-old Sandra Oh fans.
Well, it's kind of, 6-year-olds have ABC, right? So, like, it's not unrealistic.
Yeah, airway, breathing, circulation. That's right.
It's true.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Okay, I'm good now. So all that to say,
better.
okay, someone comes up to you and they say, Donald, I'm going to be honest, but I'm not crazy about your music. How do you react to that?
That's not the way haters operate. That's why I'm trying to put you on some game.
No, that's good.
The haters want to join your posse and they're like, Donald, I love all your stuff. I love Atlanta. I love the Childish Gambino album where you do like Parliament Funkadelic and all that stuff, but you can't really sing that well.
Yeah.
They tell me that to my face, and then you find out these people are scheming behind your back, trying to limit your opportunities, saying that you suck and you ain't got it no more. That's what the real hating is like. People trying to scheme behind your back, but to your face, they're acting like your friend. It's the betrayal, the subterfuge.
Oh,
wow.
That's what you got to be careful for.
Double-sided
just people telling you outright suck. I mean, that's just a numbers thing. Like that's gonna happen. That's fine.
So, I don't know that'll happen. That's pretty.
I hope to God that doesn't happen. But
I hope y'all toughen up a little bit, because.
You're telling me that maybe I need to be more worried about the people who are close to me in my life than
all the kind people,
these random strangers. Because I've been wondering about this. My mom has been telling me lately that I've been doing a great job. And I just don't think that that's genuine. Like, I think she's faking it. So is my mom a hater?
Is she a hater?
Yeah.
Your mama, that's a tough one. I think you're gonna have to get one of those FBI lie detector tests and plug your mom's up to it.
Are you referring
just to know for sure?
A polygraph, or is this a new kind of test?
Oh no, polygraph.
Okay.
I just like calling it an FBI lie detector test.
Yeah.
Like polygraph sounds so professional, babe.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I mean it is a
You
lie
want to
detector.
hear me sing about a polygraph?
It is a lie detector test. Dr. London, were you wondering if it was like a truth serum or some sort of like medical thing?
Yeah, I'm aware that
Giving
the
my
FBI,
mom like a lobotomy and taking out a chunk of her brain.
Oh, it's the
so
government.
she's-
The government don't have no new technological updates. Come on, Dr. London. Ain't you a doc? Don't you know that?
He
I'm
really
sorry.
doesn't know a whole lot.
No,
They still use that old 1960 machine where they hook it up to your arm, like Meet the Parents. Yeah, come on, man. They ain't got no new tech.
Okay. So it's all right. I think I've got a grip on what the haters are about. I feel like we got a grip on how to approach celebrity stardom. Now, I can't help but feel like we're approaching the time to get some chores done, and
Oh gosh.
it's so awkward because we got a celebrity on, and
Do you let me Donald, I'm really sorry about this, but for you and for people who haven't listened to the episode or listened to our show before, Dr. London and I have been neglecting all of our chores, all of our tasks, all of the things we have to do around the house and around the studio and around the Space Needle and these different things. Like we've neglected the dishes. No one's mopped the floor in years. The dog hasn't been waxed in forever. And so we sort of made this big old chore wheel. It's a wheel. It's got a bunch of different chores on it. We give that thing a spin every week, and whatever it lands on, we have to do it. Even if we hate the chore, because we don't want to do it. I hate it.
I don't want to do the chore.
I really don't want to wax the dog.
I'm a little confused because I'm like, don't y'all just pay people to do this for you? You're not as popping as me yet. So I
Well,
understand if that's outside your budget.
I do want to so I was paying someone to clean things, but then I sort of found out she was a hater. Mm-hmm. And so I felt
that's
Well,
how
Because
it
she kept
happens.
saying such nice things about him, and so we knew that was a problem.
Yeah, we knew that she must be a hater, and so
That's a telltale sign.
yeah, we had to get rid of her. But so that's why we've got this chore wheel system. So I mean, Donald, can you stick around and help us out with this?
I don't want to,
Please,
but
please.
I like your podcast.
Yes.
I could lower myself just this one time.
Would you be willing to give the old chore wheel a big old spin?
You can do it shirtless.
I could do that for you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you can do it shirtless. You can do it however you want.
It works if you do it shirtless. I've tested it in private.
Okay.
All right.
You mean like shirtless, like rub my nipple on it, or just spin it with my shirt?
You know what? Do what you feel.
Yeah, be your honest self.
I'm not about to limit you on this.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna dance around for a little bit. Then I'm gonna hit that chore wheel. Yeah.
Whoa.
Spin!
And every one of his dance moves was some sort of like allegorical like reference to something. Wow. Donald, you are a genius.
I'm deep, baby.
Yeah, you're just constantly on another level.
Oh no. It landed.
Oh boy, I don't want to do this
it landed.
chore.
Okay. Do you want to read it? Because I'm. No, I can read it if you want.
Yeah, you need to.
So,
It's your show.
and this is, very, very. I don't know if it's providence, whatever that it happened to come up today, but it is telling us what is your new improved disguise for going in public.
Oh, okay. So our chore for this week is we've got to come up with new outfits and new disguises to wear out in public to avoid the freaks and the
paparazzi.
losers and the pop and the haters.
Yes.
And
Ooh, that sounds a little presidential.
maybe like pickpocketers. That's been a thing lately. I feel like everything I put in my pocket has been stolen.
Yeah, well, because you did cut out the bottoms of your pockets.
Yeah, because they're like
To
my
streamline
ass
them.
has gotten so large
Okay.
that
Well,
I needed the extra like.
Yeah, I guess that goes with what you told me, which was that you just need to be able to run faster, and if air can travel through the pockets, you were
Yes.
saying that would, that makes
Yeah, it's it lowers wind resistance.
yeah. So I don't
But yeah,
know that that's
anyway,
pickpocketing.
yeah, we gotta figure this out. Like
Yeah.
this is great that this chore finally came up, and I'm tired of being hounded by people too. So this is great.
And the hounds, yeah. Okay, so
So do we want to come up with some outfit? Do you want me to start?
yeah, if you could start.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually kind of freeing because I always feel like, oh, I always have to wear sort of like just a t-shirt and jeans or just a button-up shirt, just because there's not a ton of flexibility in just average guys' fashion. So I would really like to start wearing a pumpkin on my head, like the Charlie Brown, like the Great Pumpkin, because I see that cartoon and one, it's badass. Two, it has to smell pretty good. If you're switching out that pumpkin every day, I'm not saying sticking with the same pumpkin,
Okay.
but if you've got a fresh pumpkin daily that you're
Do you
carving
like-
out and
Do
wearing,
you like the smell of pumpkin?
I mean, there's like a fall pumpkin-y smell. You can add sort of like cinnamony spices into it if you want, sort of to,
Okay.
there's ways to make it smell nice.
Add spices into an enclosed space around your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's eye holes still.
Well,
it's a jack-o'-lantern with my
I thought
face.
you might sneeze or something, but okay.
So
you'll wear that.
Let's start
Okay.
with that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm definitely gonna be wearing skates, just so if the outfit doesn't work out, I can zoom out of
away,
there.
yeah.
So I'm gonna get motorized skates, so I have an app, and so you can just press the button on the app, and you just go. It's
Right.
not a hoverboard.
No, because that's brand thing. Was it a
Yeah, it's
sponsored
a
thing
Cameron
from?
board.
Yeah, Cameron board.
It's self-invented.
Well, yeah, it's a board, but it doesn't really. It has one wheel, and you're just kind of precariously.
And it's not a unicycle.
Sorry, I'm still here.
Yes, I'm
but
sorry.
I tuned out. I tuned out for a little bit, cause y'all's little chore wheel inspired me to make a new song.
Whoa. What's it
Wow.
about?
It's about the chore.
Yes. Can we?
Okay.
I mean, can we hear this? This is amazing.
I could give you a little snippet. I'll do it a cappella for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
I don't wanna
Yeah, I've heard of
I-
a cappella.
I didn't get the samples cleared yet. It's gonna be like,
There's already samples chosen for this. That's awesome. What is it sampling?
I can't tell you that yet, baby, but it might be a Kanye song.
Whoa.
And I'm very worried that he's gonna
That was a presidential
negotiate
candidate,
a high
right?
price because former presidential candidate Kanye West, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering where I'd heard the name.
Yeah, the
But yes,
politician.
that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the 6-year-olds may not be familiar with his music catalog. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sing it for you real quick. Disguises, gotta go outside. Disguises, gotta run outside. Disguises.
Wow.
Disguises. That's all I got. But I think that's a Billboard #1. I mean, if Morgan Wallen could be on the charts for so long, so
I mean, that's
12
easily.
week #1.
Yeah, it'd have to be. Okay, so on that.
So then let me for my outfit,
Yeah,
pumpkin
sorry.
head, very large cape, motorized skates. This song jamming on sort of a boombox strapped to my back.
Yeah.
That's
Which
it,
is good.
baby.
Just right. You doing the music video right there.
Yeah,
baby.
this is staying away from the paparazzi, but still peacocking. You know what I mean? Finding that balance.
And it's great because, you already you've had a boombox strapped to your back so far, but it's just been playing, the cleanup song from Barney on repeat. Just clean up, everybody. And you
It does
just blare
clean
that.
up. It does clean up by Barney 7 times. Then it does So Sick by Neo from like 2006. It does that twice, and then it goes back to Clean Up by Barney. Yeah.
So it'll be great to change that up to just the one song.
Playing it so loud. Okay, I mean that's it. That's my outfit.
Okay. All right, Mr. Glover, do you have? I know the sunglasses are your big thing, but for a new outfit, if you had to add something or change something.
Let me think about that.
Because I mean,
so you got a pumpkin.
I'm doing a pumpkin. I would say
you could do a pumpkin too if you wanted.
Oh yeah, you could totally do a pumpkin or any fruit that you want.
No,
but
you know what I would do if I'm trying to blend in with the Anglo-American crowd. I might do an avocado.
Ooh,
okay.
Wrap myself in a nice little avocado shell.
Wow.
Yeah, the shells that are famously head-sized.
Well, I mean, Donald is again. We said he was 5'2". It's really like he's 4'2". I don't want to say anything. His head is so tiny, but we can't say it on the
Hey, I
show.
hear y'all whispering.
No. DJ Dylan, cut that out. Whoa, we were
um,
just talking about something. I am so sorry, man. The avocado, I think, is a good idea. You know, what I was going to suggest though is like you were famous for being sort of like multi-talented, right? You're a writer, you're a comedian, you're a rapper, you're a producer. But one thing that you are not is a famous athlete. So if you were trying to hide from people, what if you walked into the club, you're wearing full pinstripe baseball outfit with a baseball hat and a baseball bat, and you're walking around and it's got, donuts on it, it's got weights on it, so you're just kind of like prepping to go up to the plate.
Yeah.
And you just do that in the VIP section of the club. People are going to be like, "Oh, that can't be. It looks like Donald Glover, but Donald Glover doesn't play for the Mets." I'm just throwing out ideas.
I like the way,
here.
I'm just like a pitcher, baby. I'm like one of them relievers.
Ooh, even better, yeah. Like if you're a pitcher, so you've got the glove and a ball, and you're just like throwing it into the glove over and over again. You're just standing there chewing tobacco.
I'm like one of them 6-year-olds that listen to your podcast, just like playing around with the ball.
Yeah,
just like
constantly spitting.
They're gonna love this part. This is actually, I don't know if what's gonna be in our sneak peek preview snippets, but I hope that it's that part because those kids are going to go nuts for it.
Yeah, I mean, we do try to take a second in every episode and just talk about shapes because kids who listen to the show go fucking crazy. Like I'll just say it, like, think of the biggest rectangle you can think of. Like that alone is going to make the kids go insane. This is great.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great.
All right,
so I still want to stick with the avocado, though. So we're going to do an avocado head baseball player is what I think this is going to come down to.
I feel like that blends in perfectly.
Okay.
I can just imagine being in the club and seeing a 5'11" man running around with a baseball bat, glove, and ball, and thinking that cannot be Donald Glover. Like, that would be my first thought.
Yeah.
This
for
is
sure.
good. Okay.
Disguises inconspicuous. Avocado, pumpkin, pitcher for a baseball team. Disguises.
Yes.
Disguises. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know that's a little off pitch, but that's my brand, baby. I don't sing on pitch.
Yeah, that's your thing. Okay. That's great. I'm really feeling this. All right. So,
Dr. London, what do you got?
Yeah, but for mine, I've thought long and hard about this. I think I'm going to go with naked except for a shower curtain. Because it's one of those things where you want to show up and you
shower
want to
curtain, not like a bathtub. This is like you fell out of the shower.
Yes,
okay,
very
and
much
took
like
the
that.
curtain down with you. Okay.
Yeah, and so the tough part about it will be that I, of course, have to have conditioner in my hair just whenever I go out. But if I do that, I'm holding it, with one hand, holding it closed. Then the last thing people are going to think about is that a celebrity? They're going to think,
right? What? Yeah. Like
he fell out of the shower.
I should give this man slippers so he can stop slipping around. Because of course, the whole time, because you're soaking wet, you're kind of just going whoa and sort of.
Yeah. Whoa. whoa.
And then
Yeah.
Krampus Kardashian's right there, and she's like, "Who is that?"
Yeah. And yeah, all the paparazzi focused on her. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
perfect. Okay.
And do
I
you
think
want
that's
a
all I
fruit
need.
or vegetable as a head?
I'd like to. Well, let's see.
Cantaloupe. Those
I
are
got-
pretty big.
I'll have one hand holding it closed. So I'm just trying to think. I'd like to have something that maybe I can, as I'm saying, whoa, that I can exaggerate it further by kind of bouncing a fruit in my hand. So I could do cantaloupe might be good. That's a whoa, and then I can let that kind of lead the way.
So
that-
nothing on your head? No fruit on your head?
I
What about a
it
Carmen
mu-
Miranda fruit hat?
Okay, yes. A fruit hat sounds great.
Okay.
It might interfere with the conditioner
The
aspect.
conditioner aspect, yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like it. Like, maybe I threw it on hurriedly while I was falling out of the bathtub, the shower, and I just threw on whatever I had.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make it look like there was maybe a shelf of fruit above the shower that
Yeah.
fell on you.
Simple.
Wow.
Great.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think we did it. Can
Yeah.
we check off this chore? Like, I think this is done. We've got 3 kick-ass looks right now. That
Oh, yeah.
When I feel like if we,
That's 3 disguises, baby.
I feel like when we go to Chili's later, we're going to have you been to that club before, Chili's? Donald?
Oh, I was telling you, like, I love to be posted up in the Chili's with my sunglasses on, just slathering some baby back ribs and a margarita.
And we're gonna go into Chili's and no one's gonna bother us. And finally, we're gonna be able to have that skillet queso without any fans asking for a bite.
Yes, finally.
Oh, man.
Do y'all like the microwave buffalo wings?
Ooh, just the way that
Fresh out the microwave?
Only the microwave
Oh, man.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, just the way that like the skin is loose on it for some reason. Like it just doesn't fit the actual chicken like it's supposed to. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
All right, well, so I think we're good. We can go ahead and, speaking of head, behead the chore wheel. We have to destroy the chore wheel every week because there are new chores added, taken off, everything.
Yeah.
So if you can go ahead and, Mr. Glover, if you wouldn't mind putting it into the guillotine we have here and just behead.
Oh, y'all got a guillotine.
That's
Yeah, well, just for the
It's
chore wheel.
for the chore wheel, we have to destroy it every single week. And so, yeah, if we can I'll help you with it. If we can just stuff this in the guillotine. Dr. Lennon, do you want to read it?
Hold on. I want to be very careful because there's a lot of sharp objects, and again, I'm more popping than you. I can't get injured, so hold on. Let me slip it in there.
We're just gonna.
Oh, this thing's sharp. Woo!
Oh yeah, you don't touch it. I mean, we're just you're just supposed to shove it, and then you just shove it into the guillotine.
Yeah.
It's like that Disney cartoon. Off with her head.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's do.
The Kingdom Hearts level. That's all I know it as.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's the so we're gonna kill the chore wheel. Dr. Lynn, do you want to read it some rights, or do you want to tell what it's accused of?
Okay, so chore wheel, you do stand accused of being of having one of your chores completed for this week, which unfortunately is it carries
highest
sentence
crime,
of death.
yeah.
The highest crime. Sentence of death to be carried out by the nearest celebrity, in this case, Mr. Glover. And yeah, so now we have just if you could take the axe, swing that at the rope that's holding the guillotine blade in place. I'm sorry it sounds complicated, but this is just the legal way to deal with this.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think the chore wheel. I mean, I don't want to promote myself. I said I'm not here to promote anything, but like, what if the chore wheel want to hear a Donald Glover song?
Yes, before death. That sounds appropriate.
Do you have another song for us?
I'll do a chorus just for the chore wheel.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the last thing it hears.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready, chore wheel?
Let's hear it.
The chore wheel's kind of tied up. He can't even like really nod his head. All right. Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than I'm doing you. Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than I'm doing you. Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than I'm doing you. Better than I'm doing you. Better than I'm doing you. Oh! Off with the head.
Damn.
Oh, wow, what a great end to the life of a gear or of a chore wheel.
Yeah, is to tell them, dude, I'm doing better than you are. Hey,
That's so
you're about
good.
to die.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Glover, for coming on the show. I feel like that's kind of, the way to end this here. It's so fantastic to hear your music for the first time, aside from that one YouTube clip. So great to have you here, a fellow celebrity, finally.
Y'all welcome, baby. I was happy I could perform some charity and come on your little podcast, help y'all out. I'll give y'all a little boost.
Thank you.
But I gotta say one thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Y'all better list my height at 5'11", or else
Okay.
you gonna get a cease and desist.
That's right. We do list the heights of all of our guests in
That's
the
right.
podcast description, and we are going to put
That's
your
part of
actual
it.
height, which is 5'11". So
Yeah.
we're just going to go and put that on there.
Yep, that's done. Okay.
That
and
be in
that's-
your best interest.
Okay.
Yep, and you can
and
you can put your fist down. You're holding your fist like you were about to hit us. If we didn't
Yep.
put your height down, you can see it. It's in the
I ain't
description.
gonna hit you. The lawyers are.
It's
Okay.
just the
Okay.
fist.
Okay.
It's so
Okay.
scary.
Okay. So also,
Just imagine somebody in a suit with a fist right now. Not me, because I'm shirtless.
That is
before
true.
before we
My head is
proceed
still
to
stuck in my shirt.
to the legal aspects, your mask effectively, like a ninja mask. So before we move on and finish up, is there any way? I know our listeners are obviously aware of by now of your show on Community, Atlantis, all of those. Is there any way for listeners? Are there any podcasts that you're a fan of, or any shows that you want to share and promote here?
Or social media accounts you want to promote.
Oh, sure, baby. So I'm gonna give you, and don't make the block too hot, but I got a manager.
Ooh.
Okay.
His name is Evan Word, and you can follow him on the Instagrams at TOKENBIPOC. Token BIPOC.
Okay.
Whoa.
Great.
That's my manager. He ain't popping. He ain't nearly as popping as me. I mean, that's why he my manager. He ain't me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you could give him a little boost.
So he was the one who set up this interview, huh?
Yeah, because he not popping. I have him do menial tasks for me, duh.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that does check out a lot more.
Okay. Well, it's great. So go ahead and follow that account on Instagram. Is there anything else, or was that? I mean, obviously, you want to promote your shows and your.
I will
music.
say something else since
Okay.
I'm not up for any awards this year because I took the year off. 2020, duh.
Right.
Of course I took it off. Daniel Kaluuya better win the Oscar, or else he gonna be hearing from me Oscars.
Okay.
just wanna say that
But
too.
isn't that taking? You said that like when people become extremely talented, they're like taking talent away from you. That doesn't like make you like a little kind of jealous?
No. Me and Daniel Kaluuya, we colluding on that damn
Okay.
talent, so we all good, baby.
Okay.
Oh,
If he
okay.
wins, you win. Okay.
I didn't know if you were maybe mad because you weren't nominated for your role in The Martian, your 5 or so lines in The Martian,
That's 2015. I got over that.
Yeah.
That's where I
'Cause
saw.
did you have y'all seen how many Emmys I won?
I've only
Oh,
seen the
no.
clip
Just
from The
to be
Martian.
clear.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. I think you even maybe won an Emmy for writing on 30 Rock like a long time ago, but also Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I did. You know that? Mm-hmm.
Okay. No,
And maybe
I was
for
wrong.
being on Girls. I don't know.
I was wrong. I did see.
They should have given me a damn goddamn something like a Medal of Honor,
Just
freaking
For having to put up with.
Nobel Peace Prize
Yeah.
for being on Girls. Did you see my storyline when they was like, you just a black Republican? I'm just like, what the hell is this? But I wasn't as popping as I did. I had to take the role.
Yeah, that was back when no one knew who you were except for a famous TV star and rapper.
I'm sorry. I just want to add in real quick. I was wrong. I have seen 2 clips of you. One was from Community, the rapping about Christmas, and then also I saw the clip of you from The Martian. So those are the 2 things I've seen you in. Anyway, thank you to Crampy Koala. It tastes just like down under. Thank you to, and also our sponsor, Koala Cola. Thank you to our producer, Cameron.
And watch Mystery Team from Donald's old comedy group, Derek Comedy.
Yeah, but there's some sketches on there just to be clear that are a little, troublesome now. And just ignore those.
Yeah, just pretend those didn't happen.
Good luck with your little podcast.
Thank you to, of course, Mr. Glover. Thank you to Teacher Doe in the house.
Disguises, gotta go outside. Disguises, gotta run outside. Disguises. That's all I got. But I think that's a Billboard #1. I mean, if Morgan Wallen could be on the charts for so long, so I mean, that's 12 week #1. Disguises, inconspicuous. Avocado, pumpkin, pigeon for a baseball team. Disguises. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know that's a little off pitch, but that's my brand, baby. I don't sing on pitch.
My name is DrLondonSmith.com, and this has been the Jock Doc Podcast.
See ya.